Hi new friends, it is Emily Julia here and I am here to make some delicious summer iced coffee. So I don't know what kind of coffee places you all have around you, but I have a lot of Dunkins close to me. And as you know, every summer they come out with all different flavors. So for the last few summers, they have come out with these Baskin-Robbins ice cream flavors and they are so good. Normally they come out with 3 summer flavors, I think, at a time. I don't know if because of this summer with everything going on right now, if productions were halted, but they only came out with 1 summer flavor this year, butter pecan, and that flavor is delicious. Don't get me wrong, but I am missing last summer's banana split iced coffee. Yes, banana split iced coffee. If you had it, you probably loved it, or maybe you hated it. I don't know. But I thought it was amazing. So I've been missing it this year. I kind of did some online shopping, some research to try and come up with something that I thought could be a replacement so I could enjoy it this summer. So I have a couple of cups of ice here, some mason jars. This one is a giant pasta sauce jar. It's my new fave because it's a nice big size. I have got some glass straws here from Amazon. I love these. There's the straight ones and kind of one that looks like a bendy straw. And I've got my favorite cold brew here. It is Stoke Cold Brew. This is just the original black one, unsweetened. They have a few. They have ones with almond milk already or with a mocha flavor already. That would probably be good in this too. But anyways, this is my go-to. I love it. You can, of course, make your own cold brew. I've done that many times before. I'm just pretty lazy. This is about $5. It's a little under $5, and I feel like it's a great deal. It's nice and quick, but any kind of iced coffee that you have, I'm a fan of cold brew, but I'm also a big fan of just doing what works for you. So whatever you have in your fridge, whatever you can make, use that. I will also be using oat milk today. This one is just from Trader Joe's, but I have also used Planet oat milk. I haven't really tried any other kinds, but I know there's lots of kinds that people rave about. I had tried oat milk once before in my cereal, and it was so sweet that I was very turned off from it. However, I've been seeing people use it in their coffee nonstop, and I've tried it again, and it is very good in coffee. It is a little bit of a sweeter milk compared to almond milk or something like that, so I think it's best used in coffee, and that's what I've been using it for. I don't really use regular milk too much. Regular milk would work great in this too. Do whatever works for you. I'm going to make 2 different versions here. One of them I'm going to froth. So that's the key here with the oat milk. This is a really nice frothable milk. So I've tried with almond milk before. Almond milk does not really froth well. If you've frothed almond milk successfully, please tell me down below how you did it, because almond milk is usually my go-to. Doesn't work so well on a frother. Oat milk has been my go-to, but again, use what you have, use what you like. I also have a couple of chocolate syrups today. This one I'm going to use in kind of like the simple, no need to froth one, just pour it in and it mixes. I think most people have seen and used this before, right? It's made to stir right into your milk, so it's obviously very easily stirrable in your coffee. This one is a Smucker's Sundae syrup. This is much thicker. I would not use this just to stir into your coffee because it's going to just sink right to the bottom and not really stir in. So this I would only use if you're going to use it with a frother. I happen to have a kind of frother machine that I'll show you in a minute that I bought on Amazon. I know a lot of people have those little kind of frother wands. That works too, but we've got our options. Lastly, I also bought some banana flavoring on Amazon. As you can see, I have used pretty much this whole bottle over the last couple of months. This is Torani brand. I've bought a few different Toranis on Amazon. I really enjoy a lot of them. I have sometimes seen these in stores, but I normally only see kind of your basic like French vanilla or hazelnut. If you're looking for some special flavors, Amazon I think is the way to go. So this is Creme de Banana. It is Torani, as I said. I also bought the pump. I think it was the same brand, but I bought it separately. So These are your key ingredients here. Most of these you can pick up at the grocery store with the exception of the banana. I've never seen this in store. If you see it, get it. If not, hop on over to Amazon. So, I already got my ice here. We are going to start with kind of the simple one where you don't need a frother. So, first I will take some of this Hershey's syrup. I don't measure, I apologize, but I would say I put in probably about 2 tablespoons here. Maybe like a tablespoon and a half. Okay, I've got it in there with the ice. Now I'm going to put in my Stoke Cold Brew. I give it a shake first. I don't know if you need to. Makes me feel good. So I'll pour that most of the way, leaving a little bit of room up top, maybe a couple of inches up at the top there. And then I will pump in my banana syrup. This, again, is measured because it comes with this nice pump. I normally do 3 pumps. Because this one's smaller, I think I'm going to go with 2.5. Usually use 3 when I use this nice big sauce glass. And then next, I will top it with my oat milk. Nice and full to the top there. Oh, isn't that the best? Maybe that doesn't excite you, but if you're a coffee lover and you normally put some sort of dairy or other milk on top, that's just like the best to watch it all mix in. And there you have it. Again, do what works for you. If you like using a lot more, you like a lighter color than this, keep in mind this is oat milk, so it's not going to look the same as cream, but leave yourself a little more however you like it. So good, so refreshing. I don't like to put in too much chocolate because I really like to taste the banana. Otherwise, you're mostly just drinking a chocolate coffee, a mocha coffee. That mix of both is what gives you that really good banana split flavor. So good. All right, and let's move on to our extra fancy one where I'm going to use my frother. Again, you don't need to do this, but when I'm feeling kind of fancy, I want to have a very aesthetically pleasing coffee. And I also think that the syrup is a little bit richer. They're very similar, just a little bit different. So for this one, I start off with my coffee. This one, I leave a little more room. So I'd say I'm leaving about more like 2 to 3 inches instead of 1 to 2 inches for this one. So I have room for some of that foamy milk. Then I will put banana here. Like I said, I normally do 3 pumps in this glass. And then I'm going to take you over to my frother. This is the frother that I own. I got this on Amazon as well, if you are sensing a pattern here. The brand is Miroco, I believe you pronounce that. I have the black one. I think they have a white one too. It just plugs right into the wall. You lift this thing on and off. You hand wash it, obviously. You don't put it in the dishwasher. It's essentially the same as those kind of hand whiskers that people have, except it's inside of this kind of mini blender. You can see that little ring here. That's kind of exactly what goes on the end of those wands that people have. So instead, it's hands-free, right? You do the button, step away. It also has some different options. These first few ones are for heated milk, so that's kind of nice. If you're into a latte, it will froth and heat the milk at once. And then the last option, I'll show you when I turn it on, looks like a little snowflake when it goes on, is for a cold froth. So, don't know if you can see too well inside here. There's little lines that go all the way up. So that very first line at the bottom is the minimum. And then that second line is kind of where I pour it to. And there's an even taller one. That's kind of your maximum line, or depending on if you are frothing hot or cold. So I just pour right up to that second line. I'd say maybe it's about 1/4 cup of milk, if I were to guess. Has this little lid that you just pop right on. And then I'm going to press this until it gets to the cold version. There it is, a little snowflake. Mine sounds a little funny. I feel like I kind of half broke it one time when I was cleaning it. You are supposed to clean it with this tiny little brush, and I was very good about using it. It's tiny, it's gentle. One time I was lazy and used a sponge. Kind of a mistake. I think I moved that little ring in there. So anywho, if you get this, definitely use this little sponge that it comes with to keep it in good shape. Still works great, it just is a little funky sounding now when I turn it on. Hold up. What am I doing? I totally forgot to put the chocolate on. So, if you're frothing regular milk, great. Like I said, this nice thick syrup needs this machine to be stirred in, or a frother wand. On its own, it's super heavy, it's gonna sink to the bottom. I don't know why I forgot this step, but here we go. I do pour this right in. And again, I feel like I go kind of for a tablespoon to 2. Put it right on top. My bad, nothing wrong with frothing it twice. We'll start again. This machine is super simple, you can't really go wrong. I wouldn't put anything crazy in here, it's not a blender. I wouldn't try and put toppings in here, but definitely any kind of milk and a syrup will do. Funky sound I'm talking about. Still working though. Okay, so when it's done, it beeps 3 times. As you can see, it's all frothed up. The chocolate mixed right in there. And I just bring this on over to my coffee. Okay, and we're back. Sorry I keep cutting my hat off. Do my best over here. So, I just pour this right on top. And again, that stir we all love. So this actually didn't make as much foam as I normally do. I think I told you I did about 1/4 cup, so I would strive for more of doing like a 1/2 cup if you really want that nice layer of foam on top. This one, the Trader Joe's one I have, it froths pretty good. It froths all right. I think the Planet Oat one froths a little more. I don't know if that's because it has more oil or more of like a thickener inside. That's what helps it get nice and frothy. I actually have tried the Planet Oat extra creamy one. That one froths the best. Like I said, it probably has the most oil or something in it. Either way, it's really good. It kind of kicks it up a notch. I think the Smucker's sauce is a little bit more kind of like a rich, grown-up, if you will, banana split compared to this Hershey's, but they're both great. You really can't go wrong. Let's give this one a try. So good. This chocolate is definitely a little bit richer. I'd maybe compare it to more like trying a dark chocolate. And I'd say this one is kind of like your typical milk chocolate, where you would be used to trying your chocolate milk. Really good. I almost want to say the banana comes out a little more in this one because that chocolate is not so rich. Give them both a try. Tell me what you think. If banana chocolate coffee sounds appealing to you at all, you have to give this a try. You have to make it. If the sound of banana chocolate sounds disgusting to you, maybe not for you. But give this a try, especially if in the past you tried the Dunkin' Donuts Banana Split. It's so good. It's not perfect, but it's a great replacement and a perfect summer treat. Bye guys, thanks for watching. Come back and tell me if you make this recipe, and I hope you enjoy.